It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and this is the Hood Adjacent Podcast. This is a podcast for people who didn't let their environment define themselves, for people that have broken boundaries and generational curses, but never forgot where they came from. The Hood Adjacent Podcast starts now.
Show started, we have to shout out our featured artist of the week. Shout out my boy Waters. He just dropped a song called Blasphemy on all platforms. Go check it out. Never switch on God, that's what they love to proclaim. Now they claiming that they fund them, but they don't kick it with gang. Pray to God I keep my anger concealed, cause I let it rain. Starts up on my body, yeah, I'm from the Windy City. I ain't talking about no busman, but they wanna get up with me. Remember when I used to sleep up on the floor and had no penny? Now if you want your song debuted on the hottest podcast, the Hood Adjacent Podcast, make sure you hit my IG at Ray3Beats. What's going on, everybody? You are tuned in to another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray3Beats. How's everybody been doing, man? Man, I hope y'all had a good week. I hope y'all had a good summer. It's the end of the summer now, so time to start slowing down. School started and everything with people. It's one of those good times. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to just kick it off right here, right now. Right, we got to talk about it. I know y'all don't like me talking about politics and stuff like that, but unfortunately, with what's going on in today's news, we have to talk about what's going on, man. We really do. So if y'all have been living under a rock or you haven't heard, speaker, Republican activist, whatever you want to call him, Charlie Kirk, unfortunately, has been assassinated last week in Utah at one of his events. First off, man, prayers and condolences to his family. Honestly, nobody should ever go through that. Nobody should have to go through watching and seeing their loved one or family member get unalived in any way, shape, or form. That is an absolute tragedy. And prayers to his family, his kids, and stuff like that. That was completely wrong. For a lot of people, this whole thing is riddled with controversy. A lot of people think that because of the rhetoric that he was spewing out, this caused him to be assassinated. Some people on the right was like, oh, he was assassinated for free speech. People on the left was, well, what he's been saying hasn't really been the best rhetoric for all people. And honestly, right is right, wrong is wrong. Yes, I do not agree with any of his takes or any of his politics. I think he's just I'm be honest, he's a little prejudiced. But I cannot condone anybody being killed or being assassinated the way that he did. That was absolutely terrible. But honestly, it's hard to be super empathetic for him. It's easy to be empathetic for his family because, like I said, nobody should go through that. Nobody needs to go through that. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? But it's very hard to be empathetic for somebody that doesn't believe in empathy himself for other people. I mean, people have heard what he said, and it just, personally, for me, it rubbed me the wrong way when I heard some of the stuff that he's saying. Like, there was at a point he said there was a point where he said that if he seen a black pilot, he would automatically be skeptical of if he can do his job or not. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's a little racist. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of wild. That's kind of a crazy take. But that's what he believes. And it's just, and there's certain things like that where he, like, I completely disagree with him. His whole DEI thing, the fact that, he's also said that in order to push the rhetoric of like no gun control through, some people have to die for that to happen. Wild statement. What that crazy statement, by the way. And it's very ironic that he said that, and then the stuff that has happened to him and his family. It's just, y'all can see me, hood adjacent people. I'm really trying to be empathetic about this. I really am, because nobody should go through this. But like the stuff that he said and his views and his political views, I'm not gonna lie, they do rub me the wrong way a bit. A lot. It does rub me the wrong way. Like, I, in no way, shape, or form did I agree with anything that he was saying. Only thing I would probably say I agree with is the fact that Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. That's pretty much all I agree with him about. Everything else is just like he has very self-centered takes. And I'm not sure if that mirrors like the people that are on his side. I'm not sure if that mirrors that, but it's just, they're crazy takes. They're really crazy takes. To the people that support him, I'm sorry that you lost him. But like I said, it's very hard to be empathetic for somebody that has done nothing but like spew prejudice rhetoric. I'm not feeling it. I'm personally not feeling it. Also, too, think about this whole Charlie Kirk assassination too, is I'm not sure why, but they wanted so bad for the killer to be either one, a left-leaning or liberal, or two, a minority. I don't know why. That's the two that they wanted the killer to be. They either either a liberal or a minority. And he was neither one of those. So when they saw that, oh my God, it was that sparked something else. That sparked a whole nother thing, because they for sure thought that it was going to be a liberal or a minority that did it. But it turns out this man lives in a MAGA household. He does. He lives, his family is Republican. His mom and dad is Republican. He grew up with conservative values and ended up killing Charlie Kirk. Like, it's weird. It's so many layers to unpack with that. And I don't know, that it's crazy to me that this has happened. But like I said, it's crazy. Like, why would y'all think it? First off, why would y'all think it's us? Why would y'all think it's minorities? We don't even live in Utah, bro. I say this all the time. It is 100 black people in Utah. 30 of them play for the college football team, and the other 20 are employed by the Utah Jazz. Like, there's no black people really in Utah. So why would y'all think it's us? Second off, y'all thought it was us. Why did we get not only blamed, why did we get threatened? Why did our HBCUs get threatened because of something that somebody else did? We had nothing to do with this. We had nothing to do with this. But yet we're the ones that got blamed. And quick disclaimer too, because a lot of people are gonna think, oh, you're all the way left. No, here's my thing. I'm not all the way left. I'm not all the way right. I might be left leaning a little bit, but more than anything, I'm dead in the middle. And in my opinion, when it comes to politics, that's the number one thing that divides our country. That's just me. This whole Democrat and Republican thing is the only thing that is the biggest thing that divides our country. because you either got to be this way or you either got to be this way. There is no in between. And to me, that's crazy. We're the only country that does this. Mind you, we are the only country that does this, which is insane. It's insane that our personality has to be wrapped up in our political views. It's just is dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. Just, and like I said, don't blame us. Do not blame us. Like I said, us didn't do it. we didn't do it. Honest. You think it's gonna be a black man up on the roof with a sniper rifle trying to kill somebody? No. Be for real. You got to be for real. You got to be for real, because it's dumb for y'all to even think that. Also, too, y'all doing too much with this whole Charlie Kirk thing. I get it. For y'all, he was a great guy. To each his own. To y'all, he was a great guy, but comparing him to Martin Luther King is kind of a stretch. He's almost the opposite of Martin Luther King. I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all get mad all you want. Y'all get mad all you want. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. Y'all gave this man his own holiday now. Y'all trying to get this man his own holiday. You're comparing him to Martin Luther King and things like that. Like, y'all doing too much. And let's not forget, y'all so focused on this. Three kids died in Colorado. They died in Colorado at school. They were killed at school, and we didn't even talk about it. There's another boy. There's another boy in college that got lynched in Mississippi, and we're not even talking about it. And they say there's no foul play. There's no black there. Okay, there's absolutely no way that a black person in Mississippi would go to a tree and hang himself. I'm going to just put it out there. If you haven't heard it, I'm going to talk about it in part 2. I'm going to talk about this in part 2, because that grinded my gears, because there's no way that y'all going to say it's not foul play with that. It was definitely foul play. But to each his own. I digress. Y'all, like I said, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much with this whole Charlie Kirk thing. This man ain't Jesus. Charlie Kirk ain't Jesus. Donald Trump ain't Jesus. And y'all need to quit treating them as such. There's only one Jesus. And neither one of them is it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for, and y'all know I don't like the whole political talk. I'm not a political talker. I don't like doing it, but it's something we gotta talk about, because we hate each other over our political views. And that is something that should never happen. If we are Americans, if we are part of the United States, there is no reason why we should be hating on each other the way that we do because of our choices in politics. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Love one another. I have friends that are Republican, and we talk, and we don't care if we're Republican or Democrat. We're just friends. We're just cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we bond over different things. Everybody bonds over different things. We need to stop looking at what makes us, what divides us, and start looking at what would bring us together. Because this whole thing is not it. Also, too, I gotta bring it up. I gotta bring it up a second time. Like I said, we cannot divide ourselves the way that we do. 1 and 2. Stop blaming us. Stop blaming us. Your man's killed your man's. Your man's unalived your man's. We had nothing to do with this. So we're just I'm gonna let it be known. I'm gonna just put it that way. I'm sorry, y'all. It had to be said. This situation was big to the point where stuff needed to be said about it. Because, like, and also too, this whole assassination thing ain't nothing new. The only reason it's new for other people is because it's never happened to y'all. It has happened to us since like the 40s. Since the 40s, 50s, and 60s, it's happened to us. Look at Huey Newton. Look at Martin Luther King. Look at Malcolm X. This stuff ain't new. It ain't new. Look, John Kennedy, Abraham Lincoln. It ain't new. It's just new to y'all because it happened to y'all. It had something to do with y'all. And in all honesty, I'm being empathetic with y'all. I really am, because I'm sorry that happened. But come on, man, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Anyway, we're gonna go to a different topic, because y'all can see this kind of made my blood boil a little bit. This topic is the reason why I haven't been on the pod in a minute, because I really had to think about what I was gonna say on this podcast for this week, because I wasn't trying to get myself canceled. It was gonna happen, because like what I was thinking, it was gonna happen. So I had to kind of reel myself back in, because it was gonna get rough. Anyway, we're on to a much lighter topic, and it's one of my favorite topics. It's music. If y'all haven't seen all over social media and stuff like that, it is 2 big concerts that are going on. That's been going on for a couple weeks. And that is the NBA YoungBoy concert and the Chris Brown concert. When I tell y'all, black people, we don't know how to act. We don't know how to act at all, because I seeing the clips of this YoungBoy concert. Oh my God. I have never seen this many YNs in one place at one time. They were in it too. And they the nighttime, I'm gonna pick the right time. Like they were in it. Like you couldn't tell them nothing. This was their version of a Chris Brown or Usher concert. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never seen YNs this turn. But he's selling out. YoungBoy selling out arenas. You can't get mad at the man. You cannot. And I can say it, even though I'm not a huge fan of YN music. Some of YoungBoy stuff is pretty good. It's actually really good. Like when I first heard, I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2000, and said that's raw. That right foot creep walking with that's all raw too. So I got to give YoungBoy his props, man. I have to. I got to give YoungBoy his props, because that man's selling out arenas. He's selling the crap out of these arenas, bro. And kudos to him. Also, kudos to Chris Brown in the Breezy Bowl, even though there has been a lot of issues going on at the Breezy Bowl. I've seen and I've heard. It ain't just women getting took. It ain't just people's girlfriends getting took. It ain't that. It's other things like parking and trying to get into the concert and people getting denied to be in the concert. Yeah, it's a lot going on with those Chris Brown concerts. In all honesty, would I go? Absolutely. It's Chris Brown. I mean, I'm a fan of Chris Brown. And I've said this before. Chris Brown is one of the closest things we got to Michael Jackson. Hot take. He's the closest thing to this generation's Michael Jackson. Get mad at me all you want. This is my opinion. He is. And from all the videos and pictures that have been like shown, he puts on a show. And all in the female friends that I have that has been to the show, they said that he has performed 3 hours straight. 3 hours. They do know how impressive that is. He goes from his first album all the way to the Breezy album, like including the exclusive album, like Indigo. He does all of that music. Hey, that's talent. That's talent, because the man got about 100 some odd songs. Like he got about 100 some odd songs. So for him to like perform for 3 hours, not only sing for 3 hours, but actually perform and dance for 3 hours, kudos, bro. Kudos, because couldn't do it. You just gonna have to chill on the women. Like you're gonna have to chill on these little lap dances that you do at your concerts, though, bro. There was one that I just seen. I think it was Travis Kelce's ex. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was Travis Kelce's ex. She was on the stage like on that chair and he was dancing, she was ready to give it up. She was ready to give it up. I ain't never seen a woman that open. Like I have never seen a woman like that wide open. I've never seen it. She was just like have me. Like whoa, relax, ma'am. There's a couple thousand people watching you. But yeah, man, these concerts, they putting on the show. Why Young Boy putting on the show, Chris Brown putting on the show. I mean, it is what it is, man. I definitely wanted to go to a Breezy show, but ooh, them tickets is not cheap. Them tickets is not cheap at all. And I got kids, 2 of them, so I couldn't go. I couldn't go. And also, I didn't want my girl to be took. Cause she already said she wanted to be front row, and I knew what that meant. I'd have had to shoot Chris Brown. Get back. I'd have had to do that. I had to hit him with one of those. Like honest. But anyway, we are on to our last topic. I know I kind of threw a little. I like throwing gems in, right? Also with gems, I want to do another type of topic. This topic is called, I don't know who needs to hear this. That's what the topic is called. It's a new topic. I don't know who needs to hear this. But basically, I'm going to give y'all like the 411. Now, provided, disclaimer, I'm not a professional in any way. But I feel like somebody, in my spirit, I feel like somebody needs to hear this. So for this week, I don't know who needs to hear this. But leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. This man, I don't know who needs to hear it. I don't kill the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't know who needs to hear this, but leave that man alone. This man has taken your car, wrecked it. He is giving you acne scars. He has cheated on you multiple times. Leave that man alone. Leave that man. I know you love him. I know you love him. I know you do. I know you do. I know you think he's good, but is he good for you? Is he? No, he's not. Like, I'm just letting you know. Leave that man alone. I really don't know who needs. I'm prophesying to somebody on the other side of this phone. Leave him alone. I have seen so many people like really good women, like really good women, like bachelor's degree, master's degree, curvaceous, beautiful women with YNs. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how it goes. And not just regular YNs, broke YNs. Like, that's I don't know. Somebody has to hear this. This is a message for somebody, because somebody needs. I'm with you. I'm with you. Just leave that man alone. He is not no good for you. No good for you. But anyway, I digress. This is actually a part 1 of the pod. I'm actually gonna give y'all a double feature this week. I will be doing a part 2 because there was a lot. Like I said, it was a lot going on this week, but I don't have a lot of time. Also, shouts out to Megan and Travis Williams. They got me this shirt. Look at that. Yeah. It says envision better, feel better, live better, do better. That's words to live by. You know what I'm saying? That's words to live by. Anyway, shout out G's Creative Creations. If you ever want high quality branding, high quality shirts, things like that, hit up G's Creative Creations at gscreativecreation.com. Also, shout out to For the Record podcast. You can listen to them every Sunday right before your Sunday night slow jams on 90.7 FM. Also, shout out to Pretty Inclined podcast. They're about to drop a new episode. So ladies, get in tune with them. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. The more that you guys like and subscribe, the more content I can put out. My whole dream is just being able to do this full time. I know, it's a crazy It's a crazy thought, and it's a crazy dream, but this is what I want to do full time. So if you guys can please like, comment, subscribe, so we can get monetized, we can make money, we can do more for this podcast, because I love talking to y'all. I know you like me, you love when I'm talking to y'all. So anyway, this has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray. 3 Beats and we are out. Peace, y'all.